Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Woohoo! In today's video, we will be playing with clean makeup. So if you want to see what look I come up with, then please keep on watching. And we are back with another video, and we are doing clean makeup today. And I've already primed my skin with the Tatcha Luminous Silk Canvas, and obviously it's a clean product. So everything in this video will be clean. And yeah, let's get started. So let's do brows today first. I mean, this is usually what I do. So we're going to take the Kosas BrowPop, and I am in the shade dark brown. It's been one of those days, those weeks actually, where it's just, you know, my face is not in a happy place. It's breaking out, and I'm not sure what's going on. Might be a hormonal thing. Okay. Well, let's pray this doesn't break off. My right eyebrow is not the best eyebrow, trust me. She got issues. That's only because when I was younger, I would get waxed very often. I was really young. I think I started waxing my eyebrows when I was like 15, I think. And the lady, she actually did not heat up the wax appropriately to the right temperature. She ended up burning my eyelid here and like on the top part. So ever since then, my brows just do not grow fully to its max capacity. You see my sister, obviously. You see my sister. She has really big brows, and maybe it's because she didn't actually wax her brows all the time. And here we go. We've created somewhat of a shape. Now I'm just brushing my hairs up just to make sure that all the product's distributed equally and it doesn't look harsh. I want it to look, obviously we're doing clean makeup, it should look somewhat subtle, but we're trying to make this glam. Okay, we're going to work with it. We also have the Air Brow from Kosas. So a lot of these products I have not used, obviously it's new. And we're going to see how they perform. Alright, so now we're going to move into, let's move into eyeshadow. I don't want to do my face just yet. And I have two concealers here. I have the Kosas in the shade 05 Warm. And I also have this Tarte Hydro Concealer in the shade 12 and Fair Neutral. So kind of look a little different, but I've heard really good things about the Kosas, so let's just try that because I haven't tried it. So it's very new. I mean, both of them are new. I just haven't tried any of them. And this one's more on the yellowy side, so let's see if she's full of coverage or what is going on with her. So let me take the pat, let's take this brush here. And let's start to blend it out and pat to see if it's a good base. I know people have raved about this concealer, saying it's a really good base for eyeshadow. Obviously not having a good day today because she does not want to cooperate. So let me just take a beauty blender and see if I can just even this out because the brush was not working very well. Well, that kind of removed the coverage here. Let's do a little bit of the Tarte, see if we can even her out because that did remove a lot of the coverage. I think just because of the sponge. So this is very, ooh, honey, this is too light. This is very light, so I won't be able to use that, I think. Try again. We won't try again with the Kosas to see if we can build her up. Maybe we add a little bit more. I'm like, I need some product here. Seems like the brows are moving. I want something that sticks. I'm going to come back and clean that up. She's looking crazy. And we're going to go in with the Tatcha, the Silk Powder to set the base. I feel like it's quite, how would I say, it's quite moist. Feels like it's getting a little tacky, but I don't want to play around and find out if it's going to stay that way. So I'm just going to take this little brush and powder to the lids just to set them a little because I've never worked with this concealer before. So and you know, we went in with 3 layers almost at this point. We went in with a little bit of the Tarte which I won't be able to use because it's very light. Eyelids are set, so let's take our clean eyeshadow palette. And she is called The Real Her. I've never played with this, by the way, so if you can look, I got it in a BoxyCharm. I've never actually have ever played with this product or brand or anything, so we're going to see what comes out. You know, I went in with Envision right here, and then I'm just going to start kind of in the crease, see what we come up with. She's very neutral. I like the fact that it actually has some neutrals. I mean, no, not some neutrals. It does have neutrals. I like that it has actual transition shades that are workable, and I hope that the formula works, because sometimes with these cleaner versions of products, the product seems to like disappear after a few hours, and it might just be because of the formula, but you know, it's better for the environment, so we're going to see what we can work with and what we can come up with. So I am taking the shade Desire, which is that pink shade. As you can see, there's like bolos of fallout here. She is dusty. She's a nice color. She's a nice baby pink going on, and it's showing up on my skin, so that's a good thing. I like to start off with a nice chocolatey brown or some sort of transition shade, but we're going out of our comfort zone to play with this whole palette to see what look we can come up with. So I'm going to take another brush, kind of a fluffier, smaller brush like this one, and let me go to Inspired, which is another, it's very pink, which I'm not mad at, and we're going to take it lower and almost into the lid, all the way down to the lid, just to kind of get a little bit more definition, because that one was just looking a little too flat. As I said, there's a lot of fallout actually, but does not bother me one bit. And this is it's coming out like a darker pink, so it's not, it looks brown, but it's not brown. Let's take this Artillery brush and then dip into Imagine, which is here. And then let's see, let's try blending this out on the outer edge. I mean, you know, it is cute for what it is. It just seems like it's for, you know, everyday people not looking for something extreme. This is a good work palette, I would say. She is dusty, so just beware. Yeah, I mean, it seems like I'm blending, and it's all blending into one color, so I'm not going to say it's a bad palette, it's just not a me palette. My palette, I like, you know, extremely bright, like pops of color. This is very subdued. Let's go into Ambition, which is this middle color here, and she's on the purpley side. Alright, so there's pigment. Let's see. I'm going to take this Encourage and kind of just pop it at the end to kind of give me a little more, just a little bit of transition with the brown, because it's very brown. Like, I can see it. I can see it. It's just, no. We're going to make this work. I mean, it seems like it's a very subdued palette. She's like, you know what? I ain't about that life. I'm not sure if I take a wet brush and maybe put it in, maybe it'll work a little bit more, but, you know, because I'm digging in there quite hard to kind of get a little more pigment. And I also had like a pink liner because I saw that the look was going to be very pink. So let's see if we can make her pop a little with a pink eyeliner. Alright, let's do this one. So I'm going to take some of the setting spray, and we're going to see if she works. Okay, and I'm going to go into Ambition with a wet brush. Just picked up. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Alright, she's giving us a little more payoff. Giving me more of a chromey look. I thought she was giving us a little more, but she's not. She's not working. She says she's not that kind of girl. Let's go in with Dream, which is the lighter shade. Ooh, okay. I'm not really liking this color. Not liking this palette at all. It's not doing anything for me at this point. Okay, let's see if we wet the brush. Maybe it's not so dusty, but she's not giving me pigment. I'm wetting the brush. Yeah, this Dream right here, quite chunky, but it's not anything special. I'm like, I don't know if maybe we take it with like a pinky Alright, there we go. Okay. Alright, well she's showing up to the party now. Okay. Not bad. Maybe one of my favorite shades, I guess. I made it work. Let me take this fluffy brush with that no excess powder or anything. It's just the transition color I started off with. So, alright, actually we're going to start off with some liner. And we're going to go in with the Bite Beauty Upswing in solid black. And obviously let's see, it should be black. It's black. I was like, okay, it's all brown. Alright, so I feel like if you go over it a little bit, the product tends to flake. But let's see. I'm going to let it dry and then go in one more time just because I feel like it's faded. As soon as I put another coat, it kind of fades. Alright, we're going to let that dry. Some of these products that you will be seeing today, I've already used on camera and I really love them. Some of them I haven't tried and this is my first time, so I'm not sure what's going on here. It's a little disappointing. I'm not sure if it's the eyeshadow also. It might be affecting, because I can see that it goes on black, but I'm not sure why once I glide it on and it dries, it looks dark, like a dark gray, not really black. I'm actually going to try this Kat Von D Ink Well Liner in Lolita, and she's pink. This is the eyeliner I was actually wanting to play with, thinking it was going to be a pink liner, but really, I don't know. This is not going as I planned, so. I mean, you can't really see it just because I feel like it's not bright enough. You can see some pink, but it's not really doing much here. Now the colors have mixed together, it looks like I have muddy pink going on. These I do not like, I'm sorry. This is like so early 2000s, I can't deal. This is terrible. Oof. Alright, let me see if I can find a different eyeliner. I have a pile here, and this is Luna Liner. She's cruelty free, she's vegan. It's not enough that it comes in a package, it has to also come in like this plastic. So I don't know how environmental this is for the planet at this point. There's so much plastic. Okay, she's thick. Alright, let's see. You know, again, this is water resistant, so this is waterproof. It's not going to be great for me later on. On the skin, it looks fine, but it might be the fact that there is already a liner on, that it's just not gliding on as easy. Like, it seems like I'm working with a pencil at this point. Not the look I intended you guys to see today, but we're going to keep it pushing. This is quite not what I expected. Alright, we're going to keep it moving. Alright, let's do face. So I have a few products here. I wanted to try this LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation, and it has HA and turmeric and ashwagandha. She's cruelty free, she's vegan, and she's gluten free. So, you know, if you have any issues, you know, there's absorption in the skin. This will not affect your skin. And I do have the Merit Stick Foundation, which is in the shade Sand, and she looks kind of small, but you know what, let's start off and see what she can do. This one, it kind of looks like more of a contour stick to me. It's just a little, the shape is a little weird. Let me take this buffing brush and see if we can make it work. It's a little light, so maybe I might just go in with the LYS foundation or LYS. I love their bronzer. The bronzer is like amazing. So I need to play with their stuff a little more. Okay, as I'm moving this product on my skin, it's not very full coverage. It's medium. It's sheer almost at that point. Yeah, kind of on the, and it's on the stiffer end of things. Let's just give this a chance. Okay. Alright. So she's quite thick in consistency, so let's see what we get. Nice. Okay. So LYS did not come to play. She is like on full coverage. I'm going to show you that you can get full coverage with clean makeup. Let's see. And that was just a little dollop, so, because we already have. So mirror it on our skin. And I'll go in with the Beauty Blender. And it's kind of looking a little light, but let's give it some time to maybe oxidize. Sometimes these foundations tend to oxidize a little bit later. And if not, then we might have to go in and really bronze ourselves up because we're looking a little light, like extremely light right now. But we're gonna make it work. We're just gonna keep it pushing. One of those videos where it's just like, you know, I want to make it work, but you know, some products are gonna be flops and some products are gonna work just fine. So we can't expect that everything's going to work perfectly on our skin, but it might just be my skin that doesn't like this kind of product, and that's okay. This is why we're reviewing it. This is why we're checking it out. So, I mean, it's soaking into my skin. The thing is, it does have really great skincare products into it, but who knows? So we're going to go off and maybe do some concealer, see if we can cover up some of this stuff up. I mean, I'm looking a little light. It's been a while. Let this sit on my skin for a little bit, but let's cover it up with some concealer. So she's a little more on the yellow side. Just going to counteract with all the darkness I got going on. Seemed like this one was a better concealer shade or shade in general. I like to blend the chin and all the stuff together first, and I like to let this sit. The more you let it sit on the center, the more coverage you get. So I'm trying to counteract the fact that I look so light right now. I'm having a little bit of issues getting it to blend, and it might just be the products that I'm using. I'm not sure. Let me know down below if you guys have used this product and if you've encountered the same issue. She's very, what do I say it? She moves around a lot, basically. It's very slippery. It's not going to work exactly the same like all the, you know, the Dior and all that. With all the chemicals it has. Obviously, these are good products for your skin. So let's try and cover. I have a little bit of darkness here, like my freckles and things I don't normally see. Okay, so we got more coverage on the nose. I can see it. It's a little more full coverage. Alright, so now we're going to play with some more powder. And we're going to go into the Tatcha Powder, which I used earlier on my lid. We can't have a full coverage sometimes with these kind of products. But I think the whole clean product, I think, is more of a, it's more based for people who are on the run, or, you know, just people who are going places and don't have time to do a full beat. And that's not bad. I mean, it's fine. To each their own. I just like to take my time when I'm going somewhere, just because I like to look somewhat put together. And I'm not saying that this is not put together. It's fine. It's just for me, personally, for me and my everyday, or not even my everyday, but my weekly bakes, I like to have a full beat. And my under eyes are looking a little on the drier side, which I'm not surprised. They do run dry, but I did put on under eye serum this morning, and I have no idea what's going on with my skin today. Does not want to work. Does not want to do this today. So I don't know. We're going to try this Kosas bronzer. In the meantime, let that sit on my face. It's not a good day. Oh, okay. So she's powdery. You can see that. I feel like I had more luck at the drugstore than I do now with all this high-end stuff. Like, I am so disappointed right now. This looks like a bronzer. Not even a bronzer, you guys. This looks like a highlighter on my skin. It's so shiny. Not sure. I mean, this is a no for me. Like, for real. I've had more misses than hits at this point with high end. I'm not sure if it's my skin or am I not using these products right, but Lord, honey, I am having issues. Okay, this is harsh. Look at this. That's harsh. Maybe if I take a fluffier brush to try and blend it out, because it seems like, it's removing the product. Great. You guys, this product is terrible. Okay, number one, it is shiny as hell. Number two, it's removed all the product off my skin at this point. So I don't know what's going to happen. But let's try this LYS one, which is my favorite. I've obviously done a lot of videos with this bronzer. It's one of my favorites. But I forgot that I don't have any foundation there because it took it off. So I think this is going to be more of a sales video on clean makeup. I started off very optimistic. I was like, this palette is going to work. It's pretty, but I don't know. It seems to me like these products do not work well together. And most of them are semi-related. Like the primer and the powder are the same. The foundation and the bronzer are the same. The concealer and the bronzer are the same because I used the Kosas stuff. And so I did also use the brow products, which the brow products seem to be working. It's a little flaky, but it's fine. I don't know, y'all. I don't know at this point, like, what am I putting on my face? It seems to move around. Let's see if we can contour our nose. I've done contouring on my nose plenty of times with this product. And I did put the Tatcha Powder, and it basically has moved everything. It said nothing. I don't know what to do. But we're just going to keep it moving. We're going to dust this bake off and see what comes out of it. Because we're going to take this fluffy brush from the Scott Barnes collection to kind of, I don't know. As much as I want to make it work, I have separation on my skin. You see my nose. There's no foundation on it. Or concealer. Or anything. My under eyes are trash. It's terrible. It's cracked here. My nose, I have no... Basically just everything rubbed off, okay? I kind of want to just take some powder and maybe see one of my favorite powders, but I can't. So let's go in with the Merit. I'm afraid to even do this because then it might pick off the product, which it probably is at this point, but okay, we're almost done. It's fine. And the blush has removed all of the product off of my cheeks. Okay. Whew, honey. Quite a disappointing look today. So we're going to go with the Kosas. There's a lot of Kosas in this video. I mean, there's pigment. Let's see. Well, the pigment also lost, but okay. Yep. That's a no. So. And there's separation of the foundation at this point. There's a lot of lines going on. My lines are just showing up. Alright. Ooh, okay. So there's pigment in this, but you know what? I think it's sticking to, it's actually sticking to my skin. Because there is no product left on this side of my cheek. And as you can see, there's all this crackling. I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm like, what happened? I've never had a bad experience with clean makeup like this. I've used Honest. I've used a whole bunch of stuff. And I'll link down my video with my sister from about 2 years ago. And clean makeup was starting to come up. But now I'm like, I don't know what's going on. What's being put out on the streets at this point? Alright, let's try, see if I have a little highlighter brush. Let's try this fluffy one. Let's go in with a little highlighter. Which is not this highlighter, but who knows. So you guys, I'm not sure if I should just redo this whole video in the near future to try and figure out what went wrong with my skin, because clearly something's going on. And it might be me, it might be my hormonal imbalance. or it might just be the Cosmos don't want me to do this anymore. I thought I had, okay, let me see. I do have another Kosas product. Let's see if this works. It's the Cloud Set, and it's like a deluxe sample. I got it at Sephora. I'm going to use this and see if I can remedy it. And I'm trying to pat the product to see if it'll stay, but it just doesn't want to work. I'm like swiping, doesn't work. Okay. They fixed somewhat of the creasing, but I feel like this color is a little dark for me. Or it doesn't look as dark as this tiny, but I'm not sure. And it's in the shade Comfy? No, I'm not quite sure. I'd have to look it up at Sephora. I don't know. I mean, we're going to make this work a little bit. Just a little bit. I wish I could just go and grab my favorite powder and try and fix this, but I can't. Because we're doing clean makeup. Let's try mascara. How bad can it be? So, this is the Merit in Perfect Black. And here's the brush, here's the wand. I have a few clean mascaras, but let's see how this works. So far, I'm not mad. The formula's fine. I'm not mad. This is fine. It's easy, simple to use. It's not giving me any... Let's hope it doesn't give me any flakiness, because otherwise, seriously, I'm gonna lose it. But, yeah, this is fine. I mean, my lashes are coming through. I wish my hair would stay in place, even though it's clipped back. But the fuzzies are always coming to my face. There's not really curling situation going on. I didn't curl my lashes this time, but with most cases, sometimes the mascaras help curl the lash. This one's like, yeah, we're just going to keep it straight, girl. So, I mean, it is giving me that length that I like. And it's not chunky. It's not giving me that, all those flaky particles. So it's not bad. Mascara was a go. The mascara is good on Merit. This is actually really good. So far, I've only had like 2 products. Oh, let's do lips. Let's see what I got. Oh, I have 2 products. So I have the Rare Beauty Empathy. And this is just a dewy lip balm. This is Selena Gomez's line. Okay. Not really a color I want to use. And it's a lip balm. Too much pigment for my liking, but she's very pink. I think I've never complained this hard when, you know, things have been this pink, but very disappointed in everything, almost everything. We're going to go in with the Rowan in Charlie. I think this is a liquid lip balm. She's very pink. It does seem like it's a plumping liquid lip. So we'll see. Now to lock it all up. I don't know what I'm trying to lock in because I'm for sure taking this whole thing off, but we're going to lock it up anyway. This one's bad. Okay. So let's let it set and see what happens. Don't have high hopes at this point. As you can see, if you look at my skin, there's a lot of separation on this area. The nose, just non-existent at this point. Under eyes, up here, all the creasing. I have little fine lines, but geez, this really like, maybe it's because I used a lot of product. But on this side also, there's basically this thing is clinging onto my skin, which is why the whole blush is showing up. And yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. The only thing that really worked was, I want to say, the brows and the lash, the mascara, which was fine. But everything else, so you can see a close-up of my face, is looking terrible. So you guys, this is the finished look. This is quite disappointing. There was more shits than hits at this point. The Kosas, this is out. Maybe if I try it with something else, I might be able to make it work. The palette, I was a little disappointed in. It was a little dusty. Its shades are not as vibrant. This is still my favorite highlighter. There's no doubt. I know this works. I've used it a lot before. The concealer is fine. I feel like it's great for priming your lids, but it's not that great for the under eye. The bronzer on the Kosas, this is like legit a highlighter for your skin, not really a bronzer. And if you just tap it in, it's terrible. the Merit, I don't know. I'm going to have to keep playing with it. Maybe this goes on bare skin because it sure was able to clear off the concealer and powder and everything off of my skin. What else? This Rare Beauty thing was like, this is like kids makeup. It looks bright pink. It's not really my color. The powder, the Tatcha powder, I'm going to probably have to work a little more with it because I'm not sure. I've used the primer before and it's worked fine on my skin before, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe it's my skincare that I used. This liner was a joke. I'm like, it looks like I have dirt on my face. The mascara was great, and so was, what else did I like? The lips, this Rowan one was nice. It is a little bit of a liquid lip plumper, but it's fine. I think I'm going to have to play around with this a little more. I seem like maybe the products I used did not go well. And apart from everything else, if I didn't mention it, I didn't like it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I mean, we went from being with no makeup to makeup, but it's not working out with my skin. It might be my skin, it might be me, maybe it might be the products that I'm using. They don't go together. But I've made other things work before, so it's a little strange. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I sure enjoyed playing with really bad makeup today, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.